And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick update on the most bullish altcoin there is out there, which is freaking Kaspa. And guys, there's actually something behind this project. Sean has been doing like a fundamental deep dive into Kaspa, and he's found something pretty freaking crazy. There is merit behind Kaspa. So if you guys are interested in Kaspa, you want to learn more on the fundamentals on it, let us know in the comment section below. Pause the video right now, get into the comment section, and tell us that, hey, give us the video on the fundamental backdrop on Kaspa. Let's find out if this is even worth holding for the entire cycle. Now, the last time we spoke about Kaspa, guys, I said, hey, Kaspa's gonna melt down. It did melt down. Of course, I'll be giving you guys a recap on that. But now, as prices unfolded on this chart, it has reclaimed a very, very important level once again. Like, the bulls are not gonna give up here. Like, they refuse to give up. And the level that they have reclaimed is such a critical level that we might actually see Kaspa back up to its all-time high, which is a good 10% from where we're at right now. Now, that's a pretty decent range. But you need to understand, if it breaks that all-time high, which I believe it can, because a break from here is also gonna activate another bullish pattern. We'll talk about that in a bit. But if it actually breaks its all-time high, I mean, what's next? What's next for Kaspa, guys? It's price discovery. Price freaking discovery. It turns into a very, very, very bullish chart at that point. So today I'll be telling you about the critical level that the bulls have reclaimed, as well as the targets you ought to be gunning for in case we reach price discovery. But first, well, let's talk about the story. I mean, we've been building a story for Kaspa, so what did we last talk about on Kaspa? Well, here's the quick recap. Now, what I'm seeing on Kaspa's chart is, well, growing technical weakness. Now this is the statement. If Kaspa does not bounce here, the bounce has to happen right here, right now. If the bounce doesn't happen here and Kaspa falls further down, even taking out these wick lows right here, I'm saying Kaspa drops further down. Where to? All the way down to 0.042 cents. What is that move to the downside as far as the percent move is concerned from where price is at right now to 0.042? That's going to be a good 9 to 10% more on that dump. Okay, so now here's what I'm looking at on Kaspa's chart. Now, if I take you guys on over to the daily time frame, Kaspa so far, it's got a DNA of sorts, okay? And every time you identify a DNA on any chart, that is your edge. Remember that. If you find a signature either on price action alone or on price action relative to an indicator, that is a signature that you have found. That is the DNA of the chart, and you can then play that as your edge. Now, I have found something on Kaspa. If I get on over to my daily time frame, turn on my Mango dynamic indicator, okay, I found that every time Kaspa really does establish a upside move, a trend to the upside, it gets supported on that daily dynamic. Downside, is there any technical weakness as far as just price action is concerned? Okay, forget the dynamic indicator. Is there anything else that I'm seeing? And yes, on the daily time frame, there's actually multiple things happening here. There's a bearish pattern within another bearish pattern. For those of you who do not see it, we have a small M-like formation right here. Okay, which, by the way, has broken the neckline. So this bearish formation is officially active. All right, heading towards breaking another bigger bearish pattern, which once again is a much bigger double top-like formation. All right, all heading into where? Dynamic support, which historically has been a good bullish / bearish indicator as far as that trend is concerned. Alrighty, so now the measured move to the smaller M-like formation, guys, if I just look at it from here, all right, plotted on the break, where will this take Kaspa down to? It will take Kaspa all the way down to 0.44 cents. All right, that's measured move number one. But if we get down there, guys, what exactly happens? What happens to the bigger pattern? Pattern one meeting its measured move will also effectively activate pattern two, which is a much, much bigger bearish pattern. Okay, now the measured move of the bigger M-like formation, plotted on the break, where will this take Kaspa down to? This will take Kaspa all the way down to 0.037 cents. All right, so there you have your quick recap. So we discussed two targets, the first one being 0.042 cents and the second target being 0.037 cents. And it was all hinged on that one play of price breaking that 2-day dynamic indicator, because we identified that, hey, that was that major edge that we had, right? Kaspa had a DNA of sorts relative to that indicator, and when you find something like that on any chart, guys, that is your edge. You gotta play it. So now let's go ahead and check out how did price really perform off of our two targets. Perfect. Now here we have Kaspa on the 2-day time frame, which is that high time frame that we are looking at to dissect Kaspa's chart on, because we found that, hey, there's amazing plays for on the 2-day time frame, but we had two targets, 0.042 cents that I've marked out on my chart, and 0.037 cents, which also was a target based on what? That bigger M-like formation on Kaspa's chart. You see it right there? We caught it when price was around here. That's right. So now question is, where did price really bounce off of? 0.042 cents. What a beautiful freaking bounce, right? So now for those of you wondering, Krisha, okay, fine, we've bounced off of 0.042. Does it get down to 0.037? Well, you got to ask yourself, how did we come up with that target 2? How did we come up with 0.037 to begin with? Well, we came up with that target based on the breakdown of that M-like formation, right? That was that bearish pattern that we were looking at, and the measured move to that was 0.037 cents. Question is that pattern active still? After this rally, is it still active? And the answer to that is no, it's not, okay? This pattern now, this bearish pattern breakdown has been invalidated. And when did it get invalidated? Well, as soon as price started closing 2-day candles over the freaking neckline. We have 2 consecutive 2-day candle closes over the neckline of that bearish formation. So the criteria that triggered the pattern has officially been undone. So you got to call a spade a spade. And that's why I think that target of 0.037 cents is not on the books for now. Okay, things can change, of course. The bears can take the ball back into their court, but for now, the bulls have the edge. Because not only did price really reclaim that neckline, but in addition to that, guys, what was that cornerstone indicator we were looking at here at Mango? Well, we were looking at the dynamic indicator on the 2-day time frame. This has seen amazing playthrough for Kaspa. All right, every time price has reclaimed the dynamic, notice these trends that have been established just on that dynamic trend, just on dynamic support. It's only when we lose the dynamic support does the market tell us that, hey, that trend is over. If you're looking for immediate continuation to the upside, you're not going to get it just yet. All right, the bulls have to do a bit more work, reclaim some key levels in order for us to look for that next markup phase. But you could have handled your position, your Kaspa position, off of this one key system, okay, which kept you on the right side of the trend. Now, where is Kaspa relative to dynamic support, guys? We have reclaimed it once again, and not just one candle close, no. We have 2 consecutive candle closes, and this might just be the 3rd one. Okay, and in addition to this, if I really have to be honest and look at the entire structure on the 2-day time frame, like, check this out, okay? We put in a high right here, all right? Then we went on to put in a higher high. If you're looking at the lows, we put in a low right here, and then we've gone to put in a higher low. So if you're just looking at this through a trend analysis perspective, this is a bullish trend so far. Okay, and in fact, I feel like the bulls have the edge here just based on these lows. Look at the steepness of this slope, right? You can see that buyers are willing to step in at significantly higher prices. All right, like this range was pretty significant. Look at that. They're willing to step in 28% higher than the previous local low. So this is a bullish picture for Kaspa right now. So now question is, what can we expect from this chart moving forward? Okay, now that we got that 0.042 test, what can we expect? As far as trades are concerned, I say any test of this dynamic zone right here. For those of you who do not have access to the dynamic indicator, please take note of these levels. Here they are. Top threshold comes in at around 0.045 cents, and bottom threshold of the dynamic, it's like a zone right there, comes in around 0.044 cents. Okay, so any test of that zone, I believe, is going to be a bid opportunity. And why is that? Because you can handle your risk on that position so easily. In case price breaks, you know that you have been invalidated on your trade. You can get out with a minimal loss. Ultimately, when it comes to the world of trading, you guys are looking to just be a product of really nice, prolonged, bullish rally to the upside. You just want to make sure that you're positioned. All right. The one aspect that you have complete control over is your risk management. How much of those profits do you keep? So when you are able to get your bids at good levels, you're able to manage those positions in a manner in which you can retain the most profits as well as prevent yourself from taking any significant loss. Why lose your capital when you don't have to? And all your capital saved is capital that you can deploy on the next trade. When you grab it at good levels, you're able to risk manage properly. Okay, so this dynamic indicator has had amazing playthroughs, so any revisit of the dynamic cloud is going to be a good bid opportunity. Now, of course, guys, the dynamic indicator is constantly changing with every new candle that gets printed on this chart. So if you do not have access but you want to keep up, make sure you're hitting the sub and the bell icon. That way you are always staying up to date with the changing levels. Alrighty, I will be bringing it up in every video, because just look at the freaking playthrough so far. So any test of the dynamic cloud is going to be a good bid opportunity in my opinion. Now, as far as price action is concerned, what are the next upside targets that we're looking at right now? Well, keep it simple, stupid. The one target that we have been gunning for to the upside has been, well, top of the range right here, right? Coming in at around 0.05 cents. Now, what is that move from where price is at right now all the way to 0.05 cents? That's going to be a good 7.57%. However, I'll say this. If price takes out the highest point of this candle right here, I think we're going higher. Okay, and that's based on this. We'll effectively be activating a bullish falling wedge. Okay, now what makes this pattern bullish? Because it is a downtrend if you really look at it from a structural standpoint. What makes it bullish, guys, is the break. It's effectively breaking the trend, telling us that, hey, buyers are willing to step in at much higher prices. There is additional bullish momentum that is being poured into this asset. Now, if you look at the measured move of this falling channel, okay, now it's not a wedge, sorry, it's a falling channel. If you look at the measured move of this, if it breaks, say, in this 2-day candle, we're looking at, well, price breaking, first of all, its all-time highs, okay, at around here and here. But the measured move will take Kaspa all the way up to 0.06 cents. For those of you who want to take note of the level, 0.06 cents is what we're looking at. So as far as the move is concerned, let's be a little modest with this, okay? Let's actually take it from 0.05 cents. Okay, all the way to the top. That's still going to be a good 20% to the upside. An amazing range to capitalize on if you like playing the swings. Alrighty, so what we're looking for over here for this trade to get activated is, number one, take out this high over here. Also, number two, I want to see 2 consecutive closes, honestly, over 0.05 cents. Like, we haven't received that just yet. We haven't, like, the bulls have been trying since freaking August of this year. Like, they've been trying over and over again to at least get 2 candle closes over this level, and they have failed every time. So I want to see 2 good closes over 0.05 cents to give me that next bullish tilt, telling me that, hey, price wants to see continuation here. The next potential target comes in only at 0.06 cents for Kaspa. At which point, no, I'm not, God, I'm seeing so much on this chart. It's so bullish. It's so bullish. I'm not going to jump the gun here. I'm seeing something much bigger playing out here. But hey, if you want to keep up with the Kaspa updates, make sure you're subbing to the channel, because I will be covering this chart. It is one of the most beautiful charts. But in addition to Kaspa looking good, guys, there's one more looking good, which I might cover today, and that is Cardano. So if you're interested in Cardano as well, stay tuned to the channel already. And before we wrap up, guys, just a quick reminder, Mango Sprouts program Module 3 is officially out. This one is on unraveling market movements and, well, finding out your trading style. For those of you wondering, well, Krisha, what is the Sprouts program about? Well, the Sprouts program is this. It's going to help you get into amazing trades like Kaspa, help you identify when that big move is coming, and it'll also help you understand when it's time for you to be taking your freaking profits off the table. Risk management. All right, this is what this entire program is going to encapsulate. Now, this is a work in progress, so that's why there's an early bird sale. All right, original price is $4.99, but right now you're getting it at 50% off, so you're going to get the program for $2.49 only. So I'll be linking this down below. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested. And I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button, and I will see you guys in the next update. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.